Hello guys and girls out there, wherever you are. Welcome to another totally random video, and today I thought that I show you another really interesting board game that I have. Unfortunately, I didn't own this game when I was still a kid. I got it a couple of years ago, but I thought to myself, since I had been showing you a few of my childhood board games, I might as well show you this one. So today I want to show you Mad, the board game. I think the original title is the Mad Magazine board game, but here in Germany it's just called Mad the Game. It's made by Parker and it's for 2 to 4 players. And right here the subtitle says Mad, the most reasonable game in the world. Well, we see about that. So what is this game? I don't really want to say that this game is kind of like anti-Monopoly, because I never played anti-Monopoly, so I don't know how similar it really is. But it is a game where money is involved, and your goal is to lose all your money. So the first person that has lost all of his money wins this game. But unlike Monopoly, there are no houses or hotels or streets or anything like this. So there are just some kind of random activities that you have to do in order to lose your money. But we see about that later on. So let's take a look at the back. So here you have a few things about this game and a picture, a nice black and white picture of the game itself. And yeah, let's take a look and see what we get when we buy this game. First of all, what I really like about this game, come on, open up, is the fact that you have all the instructions right here on this cardboard thing. So it's very unlikely that you lose all the instructions. So I really like that. So what else do you get with this game? Well, you get your play figures in various different colors: green, red, blue and yellow. I think those aren't the original ones when I look at some of the pictures, but you know, who cares. Then you also get 2 dice. You get 24 of these Me Worried, let's say, activity cards. And you also get, where is it? Oh, there it is. You also get a whole bunch of money. So we have a few $500 bills. So there is nothing on the back, unfortunately. And you also have $1,000 bills. Pretty nice. And also $5,000 bills. And there is one green one, which is a $1,329,063. But it's very unlikely that you ever get this dollar bill, because first of all, if you get this, you immediately lose the game, because there is no way that you are going to lose this much game before anybody else has lost his money. And the thing is, there is also only one field on the entire game where you get this much amount of money, and it's only if your name is Alfred E. Newman. So as long as your name isn't Alfred E. Newman, you are not going to get this money. So then, of course, you get the board itself. So let's see what it looks like and how to set up the game. So this is the board. I have to say I really like the look of it because it has this really cool, nice vintage style with all those vintage matte pictures right here. I really like it. So now I would say let's start and talk about the rules, how to set up the game and how to play the game. I mean, it's a pretty basic, pretty simple, straightforward game. Unfortunately, there is absolutely no strategy involved whatsoever. So there aren't any points during the game where you can make decisions or something like this and therefore win the game. So it's completely by chance if you win or not, whether or not you're going to win. So yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about how to set up the game and how to play the game. So first, you mix all those 24 cards and you place them right here where it tells you to place the cards. Pretty simple. Then everybody picks a color and you place them right here on start. And since this is the beginning of the game, of course nobody loses 500 bucks by now, because this is the beginning of the game. Then you take one die and you decide who is the bank. So you decide this by rolling the die. Everybody rolls once and the person with the highest number is the bank. And the bank or the banker, the first thing that he does is he takes 500 bucks and he slips them right here underneath the prison. In Germany it's called the "ach," and I think in the original game it's called getting bankrupt or something like this. So you place 500 bucks right here. And the bank also always replaces those 500 bucks if somebody takes this money, because everybody who lands right here has to take the money that is underneath here. And during the entire game there are also times where other players slip more money underneath here. So yeah. Then the bank gives everybody the amount of money to start with. So every player gets 2 $500 bills, 4 $1,000 bills, and 1 $5,000 bill. This is the money that you start with. Then you decide who begins, who goes first. You roll with one die, but this time the person with the lowest number begins. And then you play counterclockwise, and you also move counterclockwise. And the rules say if somebody moves clockwise, this person is immediately out of the game and is not allowed to play this game ever again for the rest of his life unless he falls down on his knees and begs for forgiveness. That's an official rule of this game. So you always roll with 2 dice unless you are somewhere on the inner part of the play field. So if you're somewhere inside here, you only roll with 1 die, but as long as you're on the outside, you roll with 2 dice. And another rule is that you're only allowed to roll with your left hand. So if somebody by accident rolls with his right hand, he or she gets 500 bucks. So be careful. So you roll and you move and you do whatever the game tells you to. And if you have to pick a card, you take the card, you do whatever the card tells you to. So this is one of my favorite cards, because this card tells you to place this card on top of your head and walk around the table backwards. If you drop the card, you get 500 bucks. If you don't drop it, you lose 1,000 bucks. So if you did that, you take the card and you place it underneath the stack facing up. And as soon as all the cards have been used, you mix them again and then you place them right here facing down again. Then there are also normal cards, like if you are a guy, you lose 1,000 bucks. If you are a girl, you get 500 bucks and stuff like this. There's also times where you switch your money with the person to your left and whatever. And if you trade or switch places with everybody, or if everybody has to switch places, everybody keeps his figure, but you switch places and you also switch money, which means you take the money from the person that you switch places with. So if you are lucky, you switch your place with somebody that has less money than you. So that's another interesting thing. And there's also times where one player has to send everybody else into Newman's Land. So everybody has to go right here. This is Newman's Land. And you have to stay right here until you roll something else than a 7. As soon as you roll a 7, you go to start. But if you roll a 7, you stay right here and you get 500 bucks until, and then you have to roll again. So until you roll something else than a 7. So pretty straightforward game. Did I forget anything? No, I don't think so. We talked about the money, we talked about the getting prison break or bankrupt. Yeah, we talked about rolling with one die, only rolling with the left hand, moving counterclockwise, do what the cards tell you to. And also another interesting thing, if you switch places, it also means that the bank is switching. So this means if you switch places with somebody who was the bank, you are now the bank. So this is also something interesting that you should know. And like I said, the person that loses his money first is the winner of the game. So it's a pretty simple game, but it's really fun. And like I said, there is absolutely no strategy involved. So you shouldn't play the game if you really want to win, because it's not up to you if you win or not. It's just luck. But it's a game that you play if you want to kill some time and if you want to have fun and laugh about all the crazy and silly things that go on right here. So it's mad. What can you expect? So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you like. And I see you in the next totally random video. Thanks for watching and bye.